So let's come down and sitting down with your legs crisscrossed. So first just finding a moment, lengthen your spine, and allow your hand resting onto your both sides. So we'll begin the session by taking 2 deep breaths together. Breathing in through the nose, through your and gently breathing out. And one more time, breathing in. Filling up the lungs and expanding your upper torso. Lengthen the spine. And breathing out. And just allowing your breath come back to its natural rhythm. And if you like, you can gently close your eyes or lower your gaze. Just bringing your awareness in towards to your body. And then gently, we're going to take your hands onto your shoulders. We're going to begin going to our movement. So gently just opening up the shoulders and by moving your elbow, going up and back. Gently inhalation, opening up the chest. And exhale, soften, come forward. Relax your face and soften your jaw. And making the circles bigger and bigger. Last one more breath. Now slowly this time, let your both elbow facing up to the sky and now take your left hand on top of your right elbow. Gently just bringing down towards to your right side of the scapula. And now on your next inhalation, you're gonna gently tilt your upper body towards the left side and grounding down with your right sit bone. And slowly, gently coming back to center. Inhale. Now you're gonna take your right arm on top of your left arm. Come to eagle arm. Taking an inhale here. Exhalation, you're gonna rotate your upper body to your right side. And slowly, let's just switch to the other side. Coming back, inhalation. And now you're gonna let go of your arms and back to your shoulders. We're gonna do reverse. So just gently moving your shoulders. And opening up, taking an inhale. Slowly, you're gonna start to integrate with your spine, allowing your spine to undulate. Synchronize with your breath. Last 2 more. And allowing your head to move as well. And so last one, you're gonna bring your elbow high up to the sky again. And now your right hand on top of your left elbow. Now once more, gently just pressing down towards to your scapula. And slowly inhalation, bringing your elbow towards to your right side, up and over, bending to your right. And slowly let's come back center. You're gonna take your left arm on top of your right arm. Come to your eagle arm. Inhalation, sending the chest forward, and now gently you're gonna rotate to your right side. And exhalation coming back, you're gonna go back to the other side. And slowly just letting go of your arms. Now you're gonna place your hands behind your pelvis and now you're gonna lengthen your feet forward. Now you're gonna press your hands down, inhalation, lift your tailbone head up. Come to reverse tabletop. And here you can let go of your head, just falling back and gently shift your weight from them back. And if you like, you can also come up to your toes and to your heels. So just rocking yourself from them back. And shifting the weight. Open your 10 fingers on the floor. Now next time when you come forward, you're gonna walk your hands and you're gonna leading by your knees going down to the floor, giving your quad a stretch. Now slowly you're gonna reaching your fingers forward and moving your upper body. And now place your heels down, gently lift it up with your tailbone. Come to Uttanasana. And just taking a moment here, allowing your upper body and your arms be heavy. Slowly you're gonna binding your hands behind you and now reaching your index finger high up towards to the back. Now you're gonna bend your left knees and open your right side and right shoulder and look to your right side. And slowly let's switch to the other side. So bend your right knee and look over to the left. And coming back to center, letting go of your arms, taking an inhale, halfway lift. And exhalation, forward fold. You're gonna place your hands grounding towards to the floor. Step back to your downward facing dog. Just take a moment here, finding your down dog. Opening up the 10 fingers and your 10 toes on the floor. Now inhale, shoot your way forward. Exhalation, you're gonna lower all the way down towards to the floor. Inhalation, press your hands down, baby cobra. And exhale, forward fold. Now this time, inhalation, you're gonna binding your both thumbs behind and reaching your fingers back. And lift your chest forward. Press your top of the feet down to the floor. And now gently, you're gonna just rocking yourself side to side, opening the shoulders. And look to the right and look to the left. And slowly coming back, inhale here. And now you're gonna take your both feet up. And now you're gonna lift your tailbone high up. And let your chin down towards your chest. To come to a variation of your puppy. And stay here for one more breath. Lift your arms high up towards the ceiling. And slowly letting go, release from your head and tail. And you're gonna take your hands next to your chest, tuck your toes under. You're gonna come back up to your downward facing dog. Now slowly inhalation, shift your way forward, just let go of your right knee towards to the floor. And just place on the floor. And now you're gonna roll over to your right foot. Now this time you're gonna bend your left knee. Now you're gonna look towards to the right. Slowly coming back to your down dog, coming back to the center. You're gonna bend your left knee, shift your way forward. And once more, roll over to your left foot, bend your right knee, and look towards to the left. Stretch the side of your ribcage. And slowly coming back again, inhalation. And our exhalation, you're gonna come down with your both knees. You're gonna come to your all fours. All right, so now we're gonna taking your both hands underneath your shoulders, taking an inhalation, you're gonna reach your right leg back, lengthening back. And now you're gonna bringing all the way to the side, and I'm gonna place your right foot to the side. I'm gonna turn myself to the front and show you. So now you're gonna take your right arm up and over. Over to the sky, up to the sky. Inhale here. And I'm gonna bend your right knee forward, moving your right arm, circle, all the way back. And stay here for a moment, opening up the chest. Gently, you're gonna shift your way, come to your right foot again. You're gonna take your right hand down in front of your right foot and lift your left arm up and over, bending to the side. So at the same time, you're gonna stretch your inner thigh and your hip. And here, if you like, you can also binding your hands behind. And give yourself an even further, deeper stretch. Soften your jaw and your face. Focusing on the breath. One more deep breath here. And now slowly, you're gonna let go of your right hand back to the floor. Start to stretch your right knee and now flex your right foot. Now you're gonna come to a side bending. So your weight is coming back to your left knee here. Reaching your left arm far away. And slowly, gently, inhalation, you're gonna come back up. Now you're gonna place your hands back to the floor again. Now you're gonna keep flexing your right foot. Inhale, right arm reach up. And on exhalation, you're gonna take your right arm, goes through, your left arm needles through, and let your right shoulder going down to the floor. So here we're gonna stretch the inner thigh and your shoulders. You can rotate your upper body looking up to the sky. One more deep breath here. And gently inhale, you're gonna come back. Open the right arm. Now you're gonna take your both hands back to the floor again. And now you're gonna tuck your left toes under. Slowly, you're gonna transition yourself, come to a three-leg dog. So you're gonna take your right foot up. Now, inhalation, take your right leg towards your chest. And now, you're gonna align your right knee towards your right wrist. Come down to your pigeon. Tuck your back toes under and lift yourself up, taking an inhale here. And now, exhalation, sending your weight all the way down towards to the floor. Stay here for 2 more deep breaths. Keep allowing your left hip melting down towards the floor. And gently on the next inhale, press your hands down. Now you're gonna take your right hand behind you. So around your lower back area, and now you're gonna bend your back knee. And now you can either just stay here or you're gonna take your right hand on top of your left ankle. And now kick your left foot into your right hand, opening up the chest to the side. One more breath here. And slowly just letting go of your hands and your feet. Now you're gonna take your left hand onto your left ankle. And now you're gonna just bring your left heel towards to your left bum. So pressing down towards to your butt. Now you're gonna take your right hand onto your left shoulders. Now gently, you're gonna just take your left shoulders down and towards to the floor. So you will sense that the left side of the quadricep is stretching here. And gently, you're gonna moving out, and now you're gonna take your left foot all the way to the front. Now you're gonna come to a seated twist. So finding your both sit bone, grounding down when you're ready, right arm up and to the sky. And now you're gonna twist yourself towards the left side. So you can either stay here or you're gonna take your left arm up and over towards to your right hand and binding your both hands together. Rounding your both sit bone towards the floor. One more deep breath here. And gently just letting go of your arms. Now slowly you're gonna untwist yourself. Now you're gonna shift your weight back and now place your right foot down to the floor. Inhalation. You're gonna let your left foot stay on the floor and lift your tailbone high up. And opening up again, the body, gently transition your weight down. Now you're gonna align your heels and your knees together. So finding your thigh lock. So if this is too much, then just coming back to your crisscross leg. Now you're gonna take your right arm up and left hand under and binding your both hands behind. Taking an inhale here. And our exhalation, transition yourself, bending from the hip all the way forward. You can also just stay up there sitting and working on opening out the chest and the elbows standing up to the sky. One more breath here. Flex your both feet, much as you can. And gently you're going to transition, coming back to seated. And then you're going to just let go of your hands. Now place your both feet touching together, come to a bound angle. Now you're going to take an inhale. Place your right hand on top of your left knee. And you're going to open your left arm behind. Inhalation, moving your left arm towards to the right. And now take your left hand on top of your right knee. Now you're going to press in with your hands down, opening up the backside of the scapula. Soften your jaw and your neck. And slowly, gently transition yourself coming back. Now you're going to place your both feet again, finding your feet in front of you, hands behind you. Take an inhale. Lift your tailbone high up. And now slowly exhalation once more. You're going to walk yourself forward and finding your way, coming back to your forward fold. So here, just take a moment here once more, letting go, allowing your body go with the gravity. And slowly you're going to take your both feet back to your downward facing dog. And transition your way, come forward onto your hands and your knees. Now inhalation, you're gonna lengthen your left leg back. Now you're gonna go all the way to the side. And you're gonna just go to the other side. So now you're gonna take your left arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale here, exhale, you're gonna bend your left knee forward and now swing your arms, make a big circle. And you're gonna just open your left arm behind. Let your chest shining up to the sky. And slowly, you're gonna transition your weight, come down again, bending your left knee. And you're gonna take your right arm up and over. You can hear as well, combining your hands behind you. Soften your jaw and your face. Focusing on the breath. Slowly on your next inhale, you're gonna open the arms and now start to transition your weight. Shift your weight back and flex your left foot and come to a side bending. Reaching your right fingertips long, all the way out. And slowly inhale, coming back up. And take your hands down. Keep your left foot flexing and now I'm gonna open the left arm again. Inhalation. Exhalation, you're gonna needle through your right arm. And opening up to the side. From your inner side, stretch. One more deep breath here. Slowly on your next inhale, gently press into your right hand, left arm, lift it up. Now you're gonna place your both hands one more time underneath your shoulders, tap your right toes under, and now slowly you're gonna lift yourself, come to a three-leg dog. Inhalation here, exhale, bring your left knee towards your chest. Now you're gonna lower down, coming to your pigeon. So your left knee aligned with your left wrist. And finding your way down here. Taking an inhale, chest lift forward. And exhalation, melting down, coming forward. So bending from the hip and lengthening the whole upper torso, reaching to the front. Releasing all the weight, going down to the floor. Slowly, inhalation, pressing your hands down. Now you're gonna take your left arm behind your lower back. You can either just stay here, or you're gonna start to bending your right knee, lower leg bending, and now you're gonna take your left hand on top of your right leg. And you're gonna kick your right foot behind, opening up, look backwards. Two more deep breaths here. And slowly just letting go. And now you're gonna transition your weight, come to the side. Now your right hand grabbing onto your left ankle. Left hand on top of your right shoulder. Now slowly shift your weight, come forward. Taking your right heel towards to your right bone. And slowly, you're gonna bring your right foot all the way to the front, on top of your left leg, coming to a comfortable seated with your right leg crossing on top. Now, inhale, left arm up, and exhale. And then rotate your upper body towards to the right. And looking backwards, you can either just stay here, or your right arm coming up, and going backwards behind and binding your both hands together. One more deep breath here. Lengthening the spine, sending the sit bone towards to the floor. And slowly you're letting go of your hand. Coming back to the center. You're gonna take your left foot flat on the floor. And now taking an inhalation, shift your weight, come forward. Let your right toes touching to the floor and transition your way up. Taking a big inhale at the top, and now gently exhalation, soften, and come back to the floor. Now I'm gonna come up with the fire lock on your right leg on top of your left leg. Knees aligned with your heels. And now you're gonna take your right hand under, left arm behind. Taking an inhale here, you can either just sitting upright here, or you're gonna start to bending from your hip. Lengthen your whole spine, reaching to the front. Soften your jaw, your face. Flexing your both feet. One more last deep breath here. And slowly, inhalation, then moving out again, coming back to seated. And letting go of your arms. And then transition one more time, feet touching together. And this time, your left hand on top of your right knee. Now you're gonna open your right arm up towards the sky. Opening up, reaching the fingertips long, rotate your upper body. Taking an inhalation, you're gonna move your right arm up and over towards your left side. Now you're gonna take your right hand on top of your left knee. Inhale here, exhale, use your hands pressing down your knees and opening up the scapula behind. And on your next inhale, gently, you're gonna transition yourself coming back up. Now you're gonna just place your feet, come forward again, sitting upright, inhale here. Exhale, gently roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, lying down onto your back, Place your feet a bit closer to your sit bone and arms opening to the side, come to a T shape. Now you're gonna take your right knee on top of your left knee. You're gonna binding your both legs together. Now you're gonna take your both leg over to the left side. Come to a spinal twist. You can either just stay here, or you're gonna take your both hands grabbing onto each to the elbow. And now you're gonna shift your weight over to the right side. So take your left elbow towards the right. So the opposite side of your both leg. Soften your jaw, your face. Allowing everything to melt down towards to the floor. Last 2 more deep breaths here. Slowly, gently coming back to center. Open your arms again, come to a T shape if your arms are grabbing onto your elbow. Slowly transition, let your legs back to center, untwist your leg. Just take a moment here, coming back to neutral. When you're ready, you're gonna transition to the other side. So left leg on top of your right leg. Now I'm gonna take everything over, both legs over to the right. Turn your gaze to the left. And once more, if you like, you can binding your hands with your elbow. Now take your right elbow over to the left side. Two more deep breaths here. And slowly, gently open your arms back to T shape. You're gonna transition your leg back to center. Cross your leg. Coming back again to your neutral position. Now slowly you're gonna walk your feet towards to the outside of your mat and let your knees touching together. Place one hand onto your belly, one hand onto your heart. Just take a moment here, connecting again with your breath. In the center of your body, centering yourself. Sensing the breath. And to see if you can just let him go, perhaps just 5% more. And slowly, stretching your arms and leg far away from each other, giving yourself a huge stretch. Take your time, then roll yourself come to the side. Gently transition yourself, come to a comfortable seated. So finding your way back up to seated. Once you're right seated, just take a short moment, checking again. with yourself, any sensations and feelings which is present at this moment. And gently join your hand in front of your heart. Take a moment here to thank to yourself. Thank you very much for practice with me. Thank you.